I was in a domestic violence relationship for 9 years and that. Like, it's an achievement.
This man is super uneducated and will never understand women because he's not even trying. He is instantly prejudiced, listening to what this woman said, saying it's like a badge of honour, and has no idea of the result of how badly abuse can affect a victim mentally. There's actual, study done as to why this is, and it's called Stockholm syndrome, and it's a survival tactic. There's trauma bonding that happens, an emotional bond, psychological attachment that can be felt towards someone who's causing trauma. Feelings of sympathy, compassion, love, confusion, and 9 years of that, I'm sorry, by then you are really seriously mentally messed up. Stockholm syndrome is a survival tactic. It is used to explain the phenomenon being in a kidnapper, hostage type situation. It now includes other, so including domestic violence. It is sympathising again with the captor, with the abuser. Signs of this are minimising the abuse, suppression of their own anger, dependent behaviour, 9 years is dependent behaviour, and rage and fear when separated from the abuser, which is difficult to separate from something you're so mentally been tortured by that's made you believe that it's normal. Battered women syndrome. Think the abuse is their fault, hiding the abuse from friends and family, fear for their life. All of this is sounding what this man is talking about. Again, these are the symptoms: affection for attachment to the abuser, attempting to help the abuser, distrust and anger towards those trying to extract them from the situation, rationalising abuse, perceiving basic dignity as kindness, and feeling ultimately powerless. And yes, I have seen this firsthand where men enjoy abusing women. They know exactly what they're doing. And sometimes they have friendships with other men that also abuse women. And it's a way of them bonding with one another. And I've seen this firsthand in my own personal experience. There is a real misogyny and a real weird, evil culture amongst men when it comes to this. It's not all men. Some of them do it individually. That's not any better. And some of them don't hit women at all. And that is what we're trying to achieve in this life, where men don't feel the need to try and emasculate themselves by having some sort of messed up power over a woman, to have to coercive control, psychologically, mentally, emotionally abuse her, financially abuse her, make her feel this tiny and worth nothing, push her towards offing herself. There's been a lot of that in the news lately. Women actually being psychologically and mentally damaged to the point they're already suffering from mental health, and they know that. And they've pushed them to the point where they've actually offed themselves. Yeah, they're very smart, these men. And for years, I've had 3 different types of abusive relationship with men. And now I'm quite the educated person about it now. And I have been through abuse as a child in turn, which led me into these relationships, because I had to think, why am I going into these relationships? Why am I attracting these relationships? There is something inside me these men were seeing as well. I was being seen as a great target for them. I'm kind, I'm compassionate, I'm loyal. They know this all about their victims, so they're very careful of how they choose. Nowadays, I'm very aware of what these kind of men are like and how to avoid them. And I will do another video on that. But I think it's very important as us women to be aware that sometimes these men don't come in, they don't come out like that straight away. They don't come as this angry, abusive, controlling man. They come in as charming, sweet, the listener, they go for women that already have family issues or don't have a lot of friends or very isolated, and they come like the saviour. Oh, I'm gonna do this. A lot of lies. We'll do that. Some of them, they go through with the stuff they say, and then they switch when they've got you in their trap, just like a kidnapper. So, just want to make this clear to everyone. Especially men, please educate yourself, and you're becoming one of these abusers ultimately by sitting there putting it on a woman who has gone through abuse, extreme abuse for 9 years, mentally, physical, emotional, financial. There's so many different forms. Nowadays, love bombing is considered a form of abuse, and that's what a lot of these men do. They love bomb. They call, they ring, they message, they do all this stuff, and that is mental abuse as well. So, yes, please be aware, men, that nowadays we're a little bit more further along from like the 1950s when you guys used to just get away with it because we weren't allowed to work. We depended on you for money. We weren't allowed to do anything. You know, just be a little bit more clever and understand that we're more aware of these types of abuse now. And we're spreading more information on it so women can get the help they need and realise they are really in a terrible situation. Okay, putting videos like this up is not making yourself look any good at all. It's actually making yourself look a bit like an abuser. But anyways, that's just my point. Hope you have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Also, women, if you are experiencing this and you're watching this, please seek therapy. Seek the help. There's a lot of good National Abuse Centre. They're a really good line because there's some of them. I mean, I can agree. I haven't always had the best help in these situations, but the National Domestic Abuse Centre line is a really good one. I would recommend that. Please stay safe. Please have someone that you trust in your life that isn't an abuser, a friend, family member. Seek out from the National Abuse Centre to please get help and try and trust someone. They will be able to help you. They are aware of all these types of ways these men try to keep you from seeking the help and getting out of these toxic, diabolical situations. So, yeah, I wish you all safety, love and light. And just please, ladies, never ever make a man make you feel that he has this kind of power over you and can destroy you mentally, physically. They know what they're doing. They see something in you that they don't have. And you're worth it, you're beautiful, and you can do this. I believe in you. Thank you, bye-bye.